you have a background. You're back before you came to Project Angel Food. You were a very successful television producer for many years, and so I noticed you when you couldn't have live in-person fundraisers, you do garden parties and concerts and big scale concerts and little things, and when all of that was not possible anymore, I saw that you had a certain grasp on reaching out to the media to spread the word, like, please help Project Angel Food. Don't forget about Project Angel Food. And you've been very successful with that outreach. There's one little human interest story that comes from that time period that I think it just does your heart so good. But I know on Easter Day you had a couple of distinguished volunteers show up, right?
Absolutely. And, what you just said is the key to why we had these famous volunteers show up. I went on television and I told the public we needed volunteers and we needed donations. That resonated. So here we are, probably a month and a half later, and I get a call saying that this well-known couple from London that just moved to LA was interested in volunteering in our kitchen. Now, I very quickly figured out who that was. I told them about all the opportunities and about delivering meals, and they immediately said yes. And so Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, decided to come. There they are. And that is a Project Angel Food cap that Meghan is wearing. I gave it to her. They both came on Easter Sunday, and that bandana that Harry's wearing is one that we gave him as well. So they came on Easter Sunday, and they wanted to be of service. They wanted to make a difference. And it was really beautiful because I said, would you like a tour of the kitchen? They said yes. They came in. That's when we gave Meghan her cap. She put her hair up. And then we went into the kitchen, and that's when Harry started asking questions. How many meals do you do a day? What kind of meals? Who gets these meals? And I'm just like trying to answer all these questions. And even before I introduced them to anyone, I said, would you like to be introduced as the Duke and Duchess? They interrupted me and said, no, Harry and Meghan. I said, okay. So we go into the kitchen, they meet a couple of chefs. Then we get to a point near the end of the kitchen, and we have this chef by the name of Angel. And she's looking down, and I'm bringing them up, and I go, Chef Angel, please meet Harry and Meghan. And she looks up, and she goes, Harry and Meghan? Harry and Meghan. They're the last people she expected in the kitchen on Sunday. And I've got to tell you, tears started flowing down her eyes. Later, she had told me she stayed up all night to watch their wedding, that she's really been following them forever. And Harry said, is your name really Angel? And she goes, I'm sorry, I just can't even talk right now. And then Meghan, she said, can I hug you? I wish I could hug you, but we have to keep social distance. It was just the most beautiful thing. And so after that, we left, and we went to the first delivery. And this was incredible because this man, his name is Frank, and he's living with cancer. And Harry and Meghan got there in their vehicle before I did. And I joined them, and they had put the meal down, or the 7 days worth of meals on the ground, pulled back, and Frank was there behind the screen, and he was chatting with them. And Harry asked, how you doing? And Frank said, I'm okay. Yesterday I had a treatment, but I'm feeling better. And I say, how was delicious. And Harry asked, like, delicious? And he said, yeah, it's a hot meal, it's delicious. And then Harry asked this question that I have never asked, and I've done more than 200 deliveries. And this was the moment when I realized that he is indeed his mother's son. He asked a very beautiful question. Do your neighbors check in on you? Frank's response was no. And Harry said, we all need to watch out for each other. And then when we walked away, Harry told me, I want to spend more time with these clients. And he wasn't lying. They came back on Wednesday, and then they came back on Friday, and they delivered to all these beautiful clients. And they made their day. And this is something that I really have never told anyone. On Friday, when Harry came back, I asked him, how are you enjoying doing these deliveries? And he said, you know, everywhere I go, people know who I am. But now, doing these deliveries, wearing these masks, they don't. So I get to meet Americans without them knowing who I am. It's beautiful. He and Meghan both really just wanted to see the eyes, wanted to kind of look at philanthropy through the eyes of Project Angel Food. They wanted to see Los Angeles through Project Angel Food. And it was very noble and very beautiful and really very touching.
Yes, a very extraordinary experience. So as we celebrate the 31st year anniversary, I think back to how Project Angel Food was created as a reaction to the AIDS crisis. But now you serve all manner of illness and people's needs. There's every form of illness represented, even up to and including COVID now. How do you feel about that? What, the evolution over the 31 years?
Well, I don't think there are any coincidences in life. And you were just talking about our genesis during the AIDS crisis. And we were just talking about Prince Harry. And, it's not lost on any of us that Princess Diana was very much attached to the AIDS crisis and was very compassionate and very loving and went out touching and meeting people during that time when everyone said, oh, you need to stay away. And here is her son during this pandemic doing the same thing, going out and reaching and, trying to communicate and give compassion to people who may be suffering. So that's extremely meaningful and special. And because of that crisis, we feel like we were born for this moment. And that's why I'm extremely honored to be the leader of this organization at this time. And I'm really had to just rise up. And everyone in this organization had to rise up and literally show up because, here we are in August and some businesses are thinking of how do we get back into the offices? How do we, get back to work? We never stopped working. We never stopped coming to the kitchen and serving meals because we're an essential service. We couldn't. So I am so proud of our chefs and our drivers and our dispatch personnel and our client services people and the people who work in nutrition services and, all these people who just show up because that's what we do at Project Angel Food. We show up. I know there's in the recovery community, suit up and show up.
Yeah, Stand By Me. What can you say about that song? It's, I think like a lot of the greatest songs ever written, this song has a personal meaning to, different meaning for a lot of different people. For me, when I was about 5 years old, my parents were the first interracial couple to move into our neighborhood, and there were a few people that didn't like that. And these two guys broke into our house through my bedroom window, and there was a fight. My dad fought them down to the ground, and the police came, picked them up, and then about a week later, I woke up to my mother screaming, and there was a cross burning on our front lawn. And so from about 5 years old to about 8 years old, I had a really hard time sleeping alone in my room. And I'd sneak into my parents' room, and they'd tell me I had to go back to my room. And then I'd sneak back in, and then eventually it just was a cycle. My dad would take me back into my room, and he'd sing me this song. And it always, no matter how we'd sing it, it always comforted me and made me feel like I was in a place of refuge. Stand By Me. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky, oh, that we look upon, should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble into the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Thank you very much.